Bostonian hotel. See the Boston Strong flag. Instead, I found parking in the usual places, street parking, which is $1.50 an hour, or you can pay these type of places, say $25 to go in. I'd rather pay, let's see, for the 4 hours it's going to cost me $6 for street parking. Well, that is South Station. I almost took the bus down. It was $22 to take the bus from Manchester. Round trip. Same day round trip. But I didn't do it. Soups, espresso. It's probably $10 for a wrap. It is Boston. This is the financial district of Boston, where all the banks and trading companies. Now you go down that street there, that takes you down to South Boston eventually. That is, you go over the little bridge there. Used to be a club called the Channel, which was a little inlet. Used to have all these live bands come that were pretty good, usually after they had hit their prime already. So now that all has been, you go way up where you can't see over that little horizon there, that little bridge. You go past that. That used to be this old shipyard. It used to be deserted. Well, there was nothing there. Now it's all hotels and convention halls and restaurants. Oh, yep, they squeezed it in. And what's amazing is if you look at Boston, an old map of Boston, and compare it to today, I don't remember the percentage, but it's a very high percentage that is landfill. And this old Chinatown is, a lot of these buildings are built right on pylons that are put into the mud. Look at these old things. They're probably not as old as they look. Well, that says 1927, so it's probably in that ballpark. This thing is probably, I don't know. Going up to the Boston Common up here. This is part of Chinatown. This is the theater district actually. So Chinatown's to my left. And the nice thing about Boston is everything is so close to each other that it's very easy to walk. Here's one corner of the Common. And then you can see the State House and the Golden Dome. Goes down to a bunch of bars down on the left into what's called the Alley. And Park Plaza, that building is straight over there. And Copley, and a lot of high-end hotels. And that goes back, that actually used to be, where that flag is in, that used to be the combat zone. Back when I lived in Boston. And the combat zone was known for a lot of bad things. And they have free concerts here. Although there is a slight bite in the air still. With the line in the ground. Moisture would come right up in there. See how old this graveyard is. 1756. Tall glass building, that's the John Hancock. front of it to the left, with the antenna on top, is the old John Hancock building, and then to the right, it looks like a robot. It says Prudential on it. That's the Prudential or the Froot. And I believe the little Hancock building there used to be the tallest building in Boston for quite a while. How'd you like to play baseball here, huh? Pretty cool. And then I'm sure people who know Boston have heard of the duck boats. Those are on the other side of that street, over in the other corner. And that is Beacon Street, I believe. And you know, I forget the 4 streets that border it. I know it's Beacon, Tremont, Boylston, maybe, and Park. And then one goes through it. You know, I just am amazed at how I used to know, like, this place inside out. I could go down the street and take a left and a right and find myself in places, and now, like, a lot of these streets have been changed, reconfigured. I think I'd be lost today. These brownstones on Beacon there, those things are worth millions of dollars. I mean, those could be worth $10–20 million, one of those stories. It's typically a townhouse. I remember the head of Fidelity, the woman there, boy, I forget her name. I know they lived in those. They had a couple of them. And then Cheers, that TV show, is based on the bar over here, but it looks nothing like. One here is literally like a hole in the ground. Charles Street, that's the name of it. So all the traffic comes from here, cuts through. And now we're on the other half of the park here, where you get the pond. It's a pretty good, nice day. You come out, you practice, you put your case out front, you get paid. Paid to practice. Whenever somebody visits me in Boston, I always take them to this part of the park. This is much nicer side, in my opinion. Especially this time of year. It looks like they just finished planting those. I don't think the boats are open yet. Probably in the weekends. Duck boats. There's the 2 Hancock buildings. The guy's got his little carousel there and his hot dog. Hey, hot dog! And instead of begging, you just come out here with that old thing. I don't know what it's called. That thing looks older than him.
Rule number one is that you gotta have fun. But baby, when you're done, you gotta be the first to run. Rule number two, just don't get attached to somebody you could lose. So let me tell you, this is how to be a heartbreaker. Boys, they like a little danger. We'll get him falling for a stranger, a player singing I love you. How to be a heartbreaker. Boys, they like the look of danger. We'll get him falling for a stranger, a player singing I love you. Rule number three, wear your heart on your cheek, but never on your sleeve, unless you wanna taste defeat. Rule number four,
Okay, this side is Arlington.
looking pure,
Arlington Street.
by the door.
And I saw, I think it's a dogwood. So you're coming up to the corner of Arlington and Beacon. I forgot about Arlington. I didn't think this was Arlington. I knew this was Beacon. This Beacon is, if not world famous, it's definitely one of the more well-known streets in Boston. Man, look at that beautiful tree. Pretty sure that's dogwood, but I could be wrong. Now the bar for Cheers is right there, that yellow flag. I actually forget what the real name of the damn thing is. That's what happens, man. Public Garden, 1837. The Bullfinch, I think, is the name of it, if I remember correctly. Bullfinch Pub. I remember a buddy of mine, his in-laws used to have a place inside this part of town, and came in for the fireworks one year. And we went up on one of those roof decks. It was over on the riverside, because the Charles River is basically right behind those buildings. Storrow Drive. It's not right behind. There's actually another street and another layer of buildings and then the river. But let's see if we can see it. Yeah, I see. Goes down. Behind that layer of buildings. But this is probably, again, I don't know this city anymore, but this used to be one of the more expensive areas in Boston when I was around here. See, Hampshire House. And then downstairs, I believe it's called the Bullfinch. Yeah, I think my brother had his party for getting married there, if I remember correctly. But that's how long ago that was. I can't even remember that. Man, I hope I don't have a brain tumor. God almighty. Look at these buildings though, they're gorgeous. Maybe the old street lights, you know, those used to be gas many, many years ago. Now I'm coming up on, if I go up another 2 or 3, well, these blocks are larger than normal. Another 2 blocks will take me to the State House. And if you guys have seen the movie from Glory, it has the that plaque out front dedicated to that regiment. Yeah, this is where the ice skating is, right there. See, it's not full yet. We're walking in it. Recycle. so I only have about 20 minutes to get back to my car. That's one way to get your workout. But rush hour is probably not the best time to do it. State House is on the left. But because Boston is so small, I'll walk back. I mean, I literally have a straight shot back to my car. I should be there in no more than 15 minutes. That's one of the, I forget the name of that church. But there's an old graveyard right next to it that has like Mother Goose in it, if I remember correctly. Old Presbyterian church, I believe. Yeah, now right across from that, my memory is correct, right on the right after this tree is that bronze statue of... Now, how many of you knew that Ben Franklin was born in Boston? Not many. I bet you a lot of people don't even know he probably thought he was born in England, and look at that staircase. I love curved staircases, especially spirals. This is the back of King's Chapel. This is the oldest church in Boston, I believe. Right across from the Parker House, which has been, I think it's, and this is the original City Hall of Boston. This is one of the, on every tour, you'll see every tour bus coming by here. Beautiful building now. This guy here, I don't know who this is. Jonathan Phillips, yeah, I don't know him. Oh no, Josiah Quincy. And it's Quincy, not Quincy. That's how locals say it. Well, they're Boston, okay. And this is dedicated to our politicians today. And every day. And of course, you gotta have another Starbucks. What would the world be without Starbucks? .45, 63 degrees. It's a beautiful day. Another church. Now you could have an interesting discussion about churches and the rise and fall of the United States. Sweet. Oh my God. That color would get me in there. Chipotle. Okay, I gotta sign off. I gotta get back to my car. I am running out of minutes. Now technically you're supposed to move the car. They have this stupid rule that you have to move your car to a new block, but I am probably not going to move it. Water Street. Now these streets are like cow paths. No rhyme or reason, no grid. You know, one will go left, right, one will go at 10 degrees, another one will go at 22 degrees. This is State Street, that goes to the aquarium. There's the there. And this is the old State House here. That's now a thesis. This is where the Boston Massacre was. Right there. And this is coming into the government. That's Faneuil Hall or Quincy Market, Government Center. And I am going to the Union Oyster House, which is the oldest continuous restaurant in the United States from 1700s, I believe. I'll get the exact date. Last time I was there was with Peggy, Jake, and Joe. That was about a good year ago now. Buddy's coming in to meet me, and I said, well, we can meet there. And we can go from there. So I'll get a beer and a chowder while I'm waiting.
Forget it. Give me love, give me dreams, give me a good self-esteem. Give me good and pure. What you waiting for? Give me everything. All your heart can bring. Something good and true. I don't wanna feel blue. I know it's true. Give me love, give me dreams, give me a good self-esteem. Give me good and pure. What you waiting for? Give me everything. All your heart can bring. Something good and true. I don't wanna feel blue anymore. I don't wanna feel blue. What's the use? What's the point in playing a game you're gonna lose? What's the point in saying you love me like a friend? What's the point in saying it's never gonna end? You're too proud to say that you made a mistake. You're a coward till the end. I don't wanna admit that we're not gonna fit. No, I'm not the type that you like. Why don't we just pretend? Lies. Don't wanna know, don't wanna know. I can't let you go, can't let you go. I just wanted to be perfect, to believe it's all been worth the fight. Lies. Don't wanna know, don't wanna know. You only ever touch me in the dark, only if we're drinking. Can you see my let you go. I just wanna